So Gaza is right there behind me. There is a war going on right there. And then there is the city of Sderot. אהלן, שלום.
קודם כל שלום נפתלי.
תודה.
מכיר אותך.
איזה קטע? באתי לעשות כתבה.
וואלה.
כן, כן.
תודה לסרטונים שלך.
איזה כיף. איזה כיף לשמוע.
מה, הכל טוב?
כן, ברוך השם.
יצאתם, זהו, אתה בחוץ כבר?
כן. So it's funny, the soldier that guarding the gate of the entrance to Sderot city recognized me. So that was a fun experience. But I'm right now in the city of Sderot. Guess no further introduction is needed. You can see behind me they're building new apartments for residents. So it almost feels like there's not a war going on. It almost feels like there were no Hamas terrorists just 100 meters from here looking for citizens to slaughter. Don't let the beautiful day distort the truth or conceal the truth. Let me show you around. I'm walking in this beautiful park. So this was the skate park in Sderot. Right next to, of course, you cannot have in Israel a skate park. In southern Israel, you cannot have a skate park or any park without a bomb shelter. So you can see here a bomb shelter. Whenever there are rocket sirens, you would get into here. And that's a bomb shelter. They're building new houses here. There's a soccer court, and you can see also just houses, people that were going through something really insane just a few months ago. I want to take you to a famous square in the city. Unfortunately, this square was famous for its name, because it is named after Yitzhak Shamir, the former Prime Minister of Israel. And now it is famous because there is crazy footage of Hamas terrorists driving in that square, turning, looking for civilians to slaughter. So this video is just me wanting to show you kind of an unedited cut to show you what's going on here months after the massacre. And as we are speaking right now, even though it's a peaceful day, but just a few miles away, there is a war going on. Israel continues to fight Hamas, and it seems like the world has forgotten why we are at war. This is the square. On October 7, security cameras, we'll get to that, but on October 7, security cameras captured Hamas terrorists on tenders, armed, driving in this roundabout here, entering the western entrance of Sderot, and just looking for anyone they could kill. So this camera over here captured them driving in this roundabout just a few months ago. It happened here. Hamas terrorists on tenders, pickup trucks, driving in this roundabout, entering into Sderot city. This is the entrance to Sderot, and they were looking to slaughter civilians, to shoot at people. It really happened. It's crazy that it's such a beautiful day today, and Sderot is a city of 28,000 people that this was their reality in October 7. Just look at the houses that they're building here, houses nearby. Imagine you go on a jog, on a run, on your day of rest, and you're encountered by terrorists. I can't imagine what it was like for the people living here. I mean, there are houses here, nice villas, right next to the roundabout. Imagine you're living here and you wake up in the morning and you see pickup trucks full of Hamas terrorists looking for people they can shoot and they can kill. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. A day that changed life for so many people. Wow. And as I told you, this is a city of tens of thousands of people that were living here. Today, as soon as the war broke out, people evacuated. 100% of the city evacuated. They were basically displaced to other cities in Eilat and in the center. But now about 20% returned. They just couldn't take it anymore. They couldn't wait for the war to end. They wanted their lives back. And as you can see, this neighborhood, they don't have bomb shelters in the house, a safe room. So this is the neighborhood's bomb shelter. Now, people who live here, they usually have about 15 seconds. They have about 15 seconds to run to the bomb shelter. So that doesn't give them a lot of time. And again, you can see a bomb shelter next to the kindergarten, and here a bomb shelter right next to houses. אתם גרים פה? עובדים?
זה בדגל.
Look at all the bullets here. Wow. So after Hamas terrorists entered the city through this roundabout, they stopped the pickup trucks here and ran to these houses and tried to just kill people. And we found later, the IDF found later fatwas, Islamic instructions to kill everyone that they see, and it's permitted to kill children, to kill women. So, and they did that. To those that they saw, they did that, either kidnap them or kill them. So you saw the bullet holes in just this neighborhood, and I'm gonna take you to the police station of this city. This is where they had most of the attack there. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's actually a good noise of construction, noise of building new homes for families in the land of Israel. So again, you see right next to the soccer court here, a bomb shelter right next to homes. Everybody that had returned put the flag of Israel there. Really fascinating apartments, really new. I didn't realize it was zoomed in. That's why I was like, why do I feel like I need to really step back from stuff? But anyways, so I spoke with some people that I saw here. I asked them if I can interview them. They felt too shocked to talk about what happened, so they asked not to be interviewed, understandably, but they did show me what's going on. They told me that on the day, on October 7th, they heard bullets flying above their heads, literally. One of the guys that I spoke to wanted actually to go out and face them, but his wife, convinced him not to. So crazy time here. So that's also, guys, you can see bomb shelters one after the other. I think that we have plenty of them because this is the school there. Actually, this is the school. So a lot of people are coming, and I just want to say that the reason you see bomb shelters, safe rooms decorated like this one is because it's to decrease the trauma of Israeli children. Because when they are hearing all the sirens, so their parents are convincing them not to be scared. So you can see you have it's a really new neighborhood here. So Sderot was supposed to look like this. I'm at the country club of Sderot city. As you can see, it's very much closed, but this is where people who live in Sderot were supposed to come, play, swim, relax. Now it's closed. Right next to it, however, is a monument to Israel's fallen heroes. Unfortunately, we have many of these heroes that fell, sacrificed their lives. So I'm taking you now to the police station, but just wanted to show you, that's the crazy part about Israel. Everywhere on Google Maps is like, shows you where is the nearest bomb shelter in the city. So now I'm going to try and get to the police station. I saw that the road there was kind of closed, and I was trying to figure out another way. So now we're trying that different way. So this is where the big battle happened. The battle, it's a truly heroic battle of the to liberate the police station of Sderot. There was a big fight and lives were lost. And as you can see, they're performing a check here. To kind of monitor everybody that's entering Sderot, those that don't. Yeah, so at every entrance to Sderot, there is a checkpoint where you can see, like you saw earlier, police and soldiers kind of monitoring who's getting into the city, because although it's a beautiful day and although the sun is out, the war is also ongoing. And let's not forget that there are still over 100 hostages in Gaza. No one knows no one knows their fate. The New York Times recently published an article suggesting that a fifth of all the hostages are dead. So just proportion. So there is a college here on the right, and on the left should be the police station. So I just parked my car. I saw police officers standing there, so I'll try to get in, see if it's possible. But in the meantime, you can see another interesting bomb shelter. In Sderot, you can see bomb shelters in different colors and types right next to the parking lot here. So that's really interesting. So I spoke with the nice police officers. Unfortunately, they said that I cannot enter and film the facility, but right now the police station had moved to another location because the original police station was burnt to the ground. So now they relocated to this spot over here, and since still it's a security building, not everybody can just enter and film if they want to. So let's go to the other address where the original police station was. They actually gave me the address since I'm not from here, so I'm not from the city. I wouldn't know. So anyways, let's go and I'll show you guys again. So finally I found the location. It wasn't hard to find it because there are people there filming as well. It's filled with flags of Israel. Yeah, so this is where the main battle in Sderot city happened. Basically, let me give you some details. Basically what happened is that the terrorists managed to enter the police station and they barricaded themselves here in the police, inside the police station, which left no choice but for forces to just burn the place. So Israeli forces just set the building on fire and made it collapse on the terrorists. So a lot underwent here, and yeah, it's right next to buildings, civilians. You can see still bullets. I don't know if you can see over there are bullets, and civilians that were just witnessing all of these horrors that took place here. Let's cross the road. I think that here there are also, wow, this was a war zone. You can see that they fixed bullets here, and I guess, oh, now they're painting it. I think they're painting it, putting some paint in there, but that's exactly what was going on here. So wow. So it's just, I can't imagine what people were going through when they heard it. I'm shocked. Yeah, it's right next to houses, homes, where civilians live their lives. So when people ask you about, now, unfortunately, just like with the Holocaust, we see October 7 massacre denial, that people are just saying that it didn't happen, or that they're saying that Israel has fabricated it. You see, I brought you here. You can see. When I brought you to Kfar Aza, one of the closer communities, where really graphic scenes, but can't imagine what life was like for people living here. where every minute, every second, they were scared that they're going to get infiltrated, broken into their house. Many civilians were barricading themselves in bomb shelters. This just goes to show you what big of a battle is taking place here. So basically, when these terrorists infiltrated Israel and entered Sderot, they managed to massacre in Sderot alone about more than 50 civilians. And the battle here in the police station is where most civilians and soldiers were killed in this war, in this heroic operation to free Sderot and to recapture Sderot. And there were here about 40 Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists. So just imagine, yeah. I wonder if this is I don't know if that's a bullet. So it can be very confusing because while you see green butterflies, you also see destruction. And most of the people that didn't return are actually here. They're in trauma, and here they completely rebuilt the house. So I'm assuming that this was completely destroyed. Yeah, they completely renovated this place. And I have to tell you, like, but I also want to, kind of challenge your thinking. Ask yourself, what would you do if your city was infiltrated by terrorists that were driving around, firing RPGs from AK-47s in your neighborhood, outside your house? Where I'm standing is exactly where it actually happened. What would you do? Would you barricade yourself in the bomb shelter, or would you grab a gun and fight off these terrorists to defend your family? Would you want an army to declare a war? Would you want an army to fight for you and to destroy these radical Hamas terrorists? Or, like the UN, like the ICC, you would condemn it, but make peace with them? Obviously, this is a rhetoric question, because the answer is, of course, you would want an army to defend you, you would fight back, and you would not only condemn Hamas, but you would make sure that Hamas has no future. Because what they did here to families here is something that's unforgettable, unforgivable. And yeah, entire families are ruined, separated, destroyed, because their family members are in Gaza. And yeah, now we're hearing you're hearing that, and let me explain to you what we're looking at. Again, I don't think it's open, but there is a therapy center. Yeah, it's closed, but basically a center for therapy, for all the traumatized residents who live here. So they're treating their trauma with therapy. Now, interesting coincidence is that this therapy center is right next to where the biggest battle happened. It's closed, but you get it. Something really terrible happened here. And I will not stop talking about it. I will not stop sharing the truth about Israel, no matter how many people are going to deny it, no matter how many people are going to oppose it. I think that it showed the true face of Hamas and not just Hamas, their supporters around the world. The people around the world that woke up on October 7 and celebrated the attacks on Jews living in their ancestral homeland, Israel. They celebrated, and not only that, then they later went to protest against Israel to support Hamas, to support more massacre of civilians. That's just insane, unacceptable. It's not something that we can live next to. We tried offering peace many times. That didn't work out. The only solution is to be strong and to not give our enemies an inch. מוריס, אתה היית פה באוקטובר 7?
כן, מה, במרפסת הייתי מסתכל הכל.
אתה גר ליד התחנת משטרה. ממש פה.
הנה, הבניין ההוא.
אחרי, כן, כן, כן.
אז זה שמה באמצע, שמה.
אז בבוקר צפית בהכל?
הכל.
מה אתה ראית?
אני אראה לך מה ראיתי.
אנשים מכחישים את זה, אתה יודע, בעולם היום מכחישים שזה קרה.
מה הם זה? אנטישמים, מה?
אז אתה ראית בעצם את כל הקרב שהיה.
כן, אני יכול להראות לך, גם אם אתה רוצה אני אעביר לך.
אני אשמח, אבל מה בעצם אתה ראית מהחלון, מהבית?
הכל, מהתחלה עד הסוף. איך שנכנסו פה עם הטנדרים ורגלית גם, וירו ו-RPG ובלי סוף.
הם כיוונו למי? לשוטרים, לאזרחים?
בטח שלא שוטרים, גם אזרחים, בטח.
אתה ראית איך הרגו אותם גם? איך חיסלו את המחבלים?
לא, הם היו בתוך, אבל זה לא ראיתי שבפנים.
מה העתיד של שדרות? אתה תמשיך לחיות פה?
בטח, למה לא?
אתה פוחד?
לעולם לא פחדתי. זה המקום הכי טוב לחיות בו.
תודה רבה. He was killed here. What's interesting though is that this big menorah, its shadow lights on the place where the big battle took place. So you can see So the guy that was telling me about the police station here told me that the fire, it was like a crazy battle here. They fired with the tanks. They brought tanks to the city. And this menorah that I talked about, they put it up just recently in Hanukkah, the holiday of lights. So people are slowly returning to the city here after everything that they had been through. many of them are saying that they will not go back after until Hamas is completely destroyed, dismantled. But the power of life is stronger than everything. While they sanctify death and terror, and don't let them deceive you. They're not fighting the Israel Defense Forces. When they invaded Israel, they ran straight to houses, to apartments. They were hunting people down, and people like to say that they're like animals, but I think that's an insult to God's creation, because animals hunt for survival. These savages were hunting for fun because they hate Jews. Bullet holes. This city was one big war zone. So that's the last spot that I wanted to show you at the recommendation of one of the residents that I spoke with. He told me that this is a place where you can see the Gaza Strip and the Sderot city as well. It's quite steep. Not sure I took the right path. Oh, you're telling me there was an entire normal road? Okay. So Gaza is right there behind me. There is a war going on right there, and then there is the city of Sderot right there. It was targeted by tens of thousands of rocket fire. Don't let the beautiful weather confuse you. We are at war. Israel is at war, and let me flip the camera. This is, you can see the tubes of Ashkelon over there, and this is the strip of land. It's crazy to think that from all the way there, the terrorists were able to infiltrate all the way from there to enter to this city. That's many questions that Israelis have. Why and how did this happen? How the terrorists were able to cross. I mean, they were detected, but they did it very viciously, and wow, really, really crazy. So here I want to conclude the vlog and ask you guys to continue and support Israel, supporting Israel as you see, opposing directly radicalism, terrorism from the city of Sderot. I'm blessing you with peace. May we see peace in this land. We Israelis are not interested in wars, and yeah, don't forget to, in this world where there is so much hate, lies, fake news, don't forget to subscribe to the real news from Israel. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to support my work, you can support me on Patreon or get a shirt on my store, theisraelstore.com. That would be very helpful to support my work of defending the truth and fighting the lies. Shalom from Sderot, Southern Israel.